Welcome everyone to Removal of Masks. We're playing through the epic campaign Masks of Nyarlathotep, published by Chaosium. I play Valentine Beau, a French journalist who constantly wonders how she exactly wound up in this situation. We're currently on our way to Derby after leaving a warehouse in Limehouse where Gavigan sends mysterious objects out of the country. If you're enjoying the campaign, please like, share and subscribe. Drop us a comment. We love reading all of them. And if you want to grab any Call of Cthulhu books for yourself, we have a promo code floating somewhere around the screen. Removal of Masks 10 on chaosium.com.
I have a question for everybody, just to get us started. The minds kicked into gear. Now, fair warning: this is a contentious topic, potential for all sorts of strong opinions and focused energy on this one. I think
it's about Marmite,
socks.
isn't it?
Socks.
Oh, socks.
How do people store their socks? Because I, for a lot of my young life, thought there's only one way to store. So you roll socks and then wrap them in a thing and then make a little sock bundle and then you put them in a drawer, right? And
yes.
Is there another way? Socks. And depending on my time of life, it's been like just all shoved in a drawer, or okay, I have different colour socks now. I put them in little one colour, one. Oh, okay, now they're separated by colour. Cool. Okay. I, however, have learned that there's different ways to store socks. This could be amazing. We could be all super homogenous and on the same page. It'd be brilliant. But I have a friend who stores socks folded and pressed.
No way. That's not real life.
We say folded and pressed. You mean
like
they iron their socks?
Not quite. So out, I think. I'm not sure if they get ironed, but they definitely are dried, so they're flat, right? Nice and flat dried, no wrinkles and crumples. And then the pair of socks is folded a certain way. I'm not sure exactly how, and then pressed. So you put something heavy on them. I'm not sure if they put an iron on top, but they do something to make them nice and like a little sock sandwich. And then that little sock sandwich goes in the drawer and it goes in a stack. And for me,
I think this person
that's a
has
little
too much
bit
time
too.
on their hands.
Yeah,
It could be that.
Or are they rich?
Have children,
And I don't want this. I didn't mean this to be an attack on anybody who does this, and any friends of
Tell us
mine
more
who
about
happen
the
to
sock
watch
press.
this, who are funny with their socks, who store their socks like this. I'm sure I'm not talking about you, but it does seem to me just a touch American Psycho.
Is your friend going to be watching this?
I hope not. Don't know. I might change my address
Tell them to
after
skip
this.
this one.
When you know how everyone
dedication.
stores their socks and now you've intimidated us,
Wait,
I'm
how-
going to judge us.
How flattened are the socks?
Like not completely flat, but like pressed enough that it's a nice, neat little sock sandwich. It's not like it's not untidily just folded over. Do you know what I mean?
Don't they get messy in the drawer, though?
Yeah.
Seemingly, they're all just stacked on top of one another.
They're so
One
perfectly
off the top of the
stacked. Like, are
stack. And
they?
if you take one off the top of the stack, then the next ones aren't disturbed, and you don't make a mess.
I mean...
I'm very interested. Because for a long time, I used to just lob them in a drawer. And
then scramble for a pair.
Not scramble for a pair. Like, I used to fold the tops and then I realised that was messing with the elastic, so I was like, okay, I'll stop doing that. But I would generally store them kind of in pairs, but like lobbed in.
Oh, wait, you do the fold the tops thing.
I did that for a while.
So you can see the sock, but the top is just kind of folded out over the rest of it.
Oh, see, that's a pet peeve of mine, that I need a bundle.
But then they dangle.
Yeah,
they're floppy.
I can't
They got
do
rabbit
it.
ears.
They just...
Too
No,
messy.
it's too messy, that. That's a granny grunt. I've got to have the bundle.
Look,
There's a
oh, like
bundle.
fully kind of...
Fully all in.
You roll them up and fold
fully
them
all
inside
in.
themselves.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you
But
mean.
doing it so that the one that goes on the outside starts inside out, so that the pattern is on the outside. Because
Yep.
I have like patterned socks,
Yeah.
so I want to be able to see which pattern Because you can't, like, from the inside they're
I
all
tried
fuzzy.
very hard not to have patterned socks for exactly that reason, because I don't want one sock inside out.
Wait, just for folding reasons, you don't want patterned socks.
I don't like patterns.
And
on
you
my
called
socks
someone else an
anyway.
American Psycho. Come on now.
So I do the Awesome Socks Club, where they send you a cool pair of socks in the post once a month, and then 100% of the profits go to charity. So it's a cool thing, but also you get a really cool pair of socks every month, and so I never have to go buying socks.
Wait, now how can 100% of the profits go to charity? How do they fund the making of the socks?
As in, it's a company, and they make socks, but rather than giving the profit from the socks to a stakeholder
still pay the
or
costs.
It's the profit.
So they still pay, everyone who is involved in making the socks gets paid, but then at the end there is some profit, and rather than it going into some rich guy's pocket, they just say, okay, we're going to give this to charity now.
What about the sock
You will give us your
barons?
cotton,
What about
and you
the
will
sock
give us your
workers?
labour
Please
for
live
free,
through.
and then we'll give the money away.
Yeah, so it's like, I said it's a scam.
No, everyone involved is getting paid. It's just the final profit at the end isn't going to a rich person, it's going to charity. So that's cool.
Oh, that's
It's a
very
nice business model. And the socks are pretty cool too. I'm just doing shilling for a completely different company now, but
Brilliant. All these companies are getting all these free plugs. I mean, geez.
free plugs. Give us sponsorship money.
How about
You said
Ellie?
like they send you a pair of socks every month. Was that what you said?
Yeah,
So like everything is a subscription model now, including socks and plants.
I know.
What's it going to be next week?
It's a problem.
Subscription's the way to go. Subscription's brilliant. Subscription's also a great way to make money.
Subscription
Prepay.
subscribe.
Prepay is the best way to make money in the world, but don't talk about it.
Prepay like the way you would buy something in a shop and pay for it before you get it?
Prepaid mobile credit, prepaid electricity, prepaid everything. All these companies that aren't banks that are keeping your money and just holding it in their accounts.
Is this why you're going to start plugging Patreon now? Speaking of subscriptions.
That's different. That's another whole other kettle of fish. Won't get into.
That's supporting the arts.
but definitely. I work for a mobile top-up company. Prepay is it's a very interesting and exciting world. Moving along back to socks, Ellie, how do you look after socks? How do socks get stored in your house?
I'm really afraid I'm going to be judged, honestly. There's
I've
a lot of
been
strong
solidly
opinions going around this screen
I
right
did
now.
say at the start, it's a contentious conversation.
Yeah. All my socks are white because I wear a lot of dresses and skirts, so they got to be visible under the trainer.
No patterns.
Yeah, no patterns. They're all just white. Some are ankle socks. Some are like ribbed ankle socks. Just different enough that they don't quite match, which is, I think, the most annoying way to have socks, because at least a pattern, it's obvious. But not quite as annoying as my husband, who has like 50 pairs in slightly different shades and combinations of grey. So when I'm doing the laundry, which I'm always doing, it takes a lifetime. But it's fine. He's happy, so it's all okay.
But you don't iron them.
I barely iron anything anymore. I ironed 3 of his shirts last week, and that was the first time in about 3 months, I think.
Yeah.
So, because he's just had to go buy new shirts because I don't iron anything.
Buying new stuff is the new doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think so.
Buying new clothes is nearly more cost effective than dry cleaning it at this stage.
Yeah, dry cleaning is so expensive.
Yeah, it is actually.
Yeah, well, you dry clean a suit 3 times, you practically paid for a cheap suit. Give away slightly how cheap I go on buying my suits, but you get a cheap suit on sale. You've paid for dry cleaning maybe 3 times, maybe less. It's mad.
Yeah, and I think the problem is with everything being so cheap is it's no longer more cost effective to make your own stuff. You know, because I've taken up sewing, it takes forever and the fabric's really expensive, so I'm not saving any money. And it's more me than something I'd buy, but when it's like £7 for a top, it's really hard to justify spending £50 on fabric and then hating myself for 5 weeks while I try and make a top.
Yeah.
a lot of our stuff was made from what was left of mum and dad's stuff when we were young. So, that was a nice coloured or nice fabric shirt. That'd make a lovely little kid's shirt. Mum was magic with patterns and pattern making and stuff like that. So, well, here you go. Here's a shirt for Guy.
I need to get into that. Yeah, I'm making a cute little birthday crown. It's my daughter's birthday on Sunday, so I'm making her a little fabric birthday crown I've seen all over Pinterest. I've been sewing now for a year and a half, never had a problem with my needle before, and I've broken 3 needles in the past 2 days. I have absolutely no idea why. And now I've got a needle that is not breaking, but instead all my thread is breaking every single time I try and sew the fabric crown. So
it's like someone's trying to tell you something here.
I was going to say, the universe is trying to tell you not to sew.
They don't want the crown, apparently. What's going on?
Don't want a crown. Maybe they think she's already too big for her boots, and just a crown would really tip her over the edge. She started, I'll just brag very briefly, she's not 2 yet, and she started congratulating herself if nobody tells her quickly enough that she's done a good job. So if she does something she's proud of, she'll look around and she'll go, well done, Anna.
That's so cute.
Positive self-talk.
There you go.
Exactly. And to be fair, she's doing it so that my mum dropped her home the other day and said, yep, she's told me, well done, Granny, at least twice today, when I've counted to 10 to try and get her to count to 10.
That's adorable.
Encouraging others as well. This is all good.
Very friendly, yeah. And what's our other piece of news today? Nursery says she's been really good and she's not snatching like a lot of the other children snatch, but instead she just walks up as close as she can to a child who's playing with a toy she wants and goes, Anna, have it? Anna, have it? And then if they still don't give it to her, she cries.
Life skills.
It's negotiation. Yeah, give me what I want or I'll throw a tantrum. But I won't hit you, so that's something.
That is a put above older kids that age.
Yeah, it seems better than it could be.
Yeah.
Excellent. So I think the socks have we have come to a reasonable consensus that folding and pressing and stacking and neatly ordering your socks in neat little piles is strange, and other than that, socks are just, you do stuff. Yeah, you just keep them.
I do wish my socks were neatly organised. I just don't care enough to do it, you know.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time.
I'd love to have them in little rows, but yeah, just stuff them all in a drawer and hope for the best.
We've got to do the mummy. I'm going to start trying to schedule that now. We're going to do a watch through of the mummy for Ellie has to see.
We're not brave enough.
Which version of the mummy are we watching?
The only version of the mummy, the original, the first, the best.
Okay. I think the best has Brendan Fraser in it.
That's the original, the best, the Brendan Fraser one. No, sorry.
Oh, there are other films called The Mummy that were made before the Brendan Fraser version.
I'm not talking
there
about...
were ones in like the 70s and the 60s.
The Mummy from back... No. Not from back in my times. I'm talking about the original of the new... The Mummy big...
Okay,
big
yeah, that's great. It's
production.
a great film,
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah. No,
I'll have tons of comments. It's great.
Yeah.
Every bisexual teenager's awakening. All bisexuals trace their journey back to watching The Mummy at 30.
I think Johnny Depp had a lot of things to do with that as well.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Controversially pre-Jack Sparrow, but... Anyway, sorry. It's a whole other conversation for another intro.
That's a very different conversation.
Bring that in next week.
Saorla, whenever you're ready. Yeah. Johnny Depp. Which era?
Bisexual icon.
Which of you folks wants to give a little bit of a recap? How is Loveday feeling post father revelations and post disasters, etc.? How was she feeling? How does she think yesterday went?
I think Probably the dominant emotion currently is indignation that she has absolutely no idea whether she's being lied to or not. And she considers herself completely and accurately an incredibly good judge of character. No basis for this whatsoever, but this is a story she tells herself about herself. So she's really, really cheesed off that she has absolutely no idea whether Zara is on the level or not. She is relieved that her dad is hopefully out of it, because now she can focus on maybe getting to the bottom of what's actually going on. But yeah, I think she's relieved to be leaving London so they don't have to tackle the grand question of whether they are indeed being lied to or not quite yet.
Okay, super. And from Florence's perspective, after a pretty rough day, feeling unwell, vainly struggled through staying in your lovely cushy hotel room, to get up to find the carnage your companions had wrought. How did that shape the rest of your day?
Well, I think starting the day feeling, a bit not quite 100%, and being very surprised at being filled in on what she'd missed, which was, yes, the trip to, what was it called again? The warehouse? Limehouse. The trip to Limehouse was perhaps not extremely productive, but we think we picked up some information, at least, that this place seems to be run by criminals and not cultists. And that might mean that we can influence criminals in a way that we may not be able to influence cultists for more information in the future. But they were definitely not going to be handing over any information, but perhaps we could give them some business, and that might loosen their tongues. So I think Florence is coming out with some planning and strategy after, yes, we perhaps did not learn epic
quite
amounts
as much as you
in
wanted,
that.
yeah.
Quite
But
as much.
I think
as we
think
had to.
Florence immediately picked up the vibes. And she kind of cottoned on very, very quickly that this is definitely a criminal enterprise of some kind. Not necessarily a cultist enterprise, but definitely shady characters, shady doings. Yeah. Okay. And Mr. Chowdhury himself, you got a good vibe off him?
No, he seemed very dangerous. He had a knife, a hidden knife, and he had a hidden wire for garroting. So he was very much dangerous and willing to be extremely violent, if that is what the situation called for. So that lent to extremely cautious behaviour, and stepping back from asking any difficult questions and getting everyone out of there alive.
Very good. And Valentine, question for you. Chowdhury pretty much opened the door for your group and said, go on down to the dock and chat to Lars Torvak, the ship captain. He'll give you some reassurances to the security measures and how closely we guard the secrets of our customers. I get, so you guys all figured better part of valor and all that, but is that the kind of lead that Valentine would have chased down if she was on her own back in Paris? Would she have gone, woo, right, a lead, I'll jump on it? Or, is there an element of, I should have gone there, still hanging on for Valentine?
Oui, well, Valentine very much enjoyed the trip to the warehouse because back in Paris she wrote a lot about criminal enterprises and did a lot of investigating and monitoring and scoping out places. So she was itching to have a look into a lot of the crates that were there. Obviously, we could not because the henchmen were out. But in her experience, Mr. Torvak probably would not have been completely forthcoming, shall we say. It might have been better off to set up some kind of, how you say in English, kind of monitoring or spying on them to see how they handle things in and out of the boat. But she would have rather not end up in a watery grave. I don't know why I'm talking about Valentine in the third person in this accent, but I am. And I'm going to continue to do so. But we definitely something to look into later on.
Cool. Okay, so good stuff. Now, before we jump on in and get going, I'm going to call out my favourite comment of the week. And this one is right on the verge, as we talked about last week. 7 days, give or take. This is a comment from 7 days ago from Lisa Sit. Dodge check while dancing is wild. You expect the Mythos trying to take you out, not your date. I like that.
Very much agree with that.
Death by dancing would have been dramatic.
It would have been very dramatic.
Yeah,
And
cool.
Quite a way to go.
And somewhat anticlimactic.
I feel like the keeper is just trying constantly to bash Valentine's head in. That was 2 weeks in a row.
Like, if that was a terrible roll and you did, like, a fumble, would you be, like, in the hospital with a broken leg right now? Is that, like...
No, it was, like, my head going directly for something. It would have been, like, in a coma.
Yeah.
At best.
There was a potential for serious injury there.
Yeah.
But yeah, love the comment.
The
Thank you
groove
very
was
much.
too strong.
And we'll keep the comments of the day coming. So, we're going to pick up. I don't think we need to sit through the silence. Not necessarily uncomfortable silence. You're all familiar enough with each other now that you don't have journeys like in Peru when you were in the lorries going up into the mountains and everyone trying to make conversation and making each other uncomfortable. You're all, I don't want to say at home with each other now, but certainly familiar enough with each other that there's no real awkwardness. But I also didn't get the vibe that anybody is particularly chatty at the moment. So we'll say the drive is reasonably uneventful. And you arrive in Derby, get yourselves settled down into... Are we going to a boarding house or are we going for the nicest hotel in Derby, predictably?
Is boarding house like rats and nasty landladies and stuff like that?
That's Loveday's.
Asking as me.
Asking as Ellie. That's Loveday. I was about to say that's Loveday's.
I think because Loveday would know. Yeah.
I feel like Loveday wouldn't know.
No.
Yeah, actually, that's
Loveday
true.
Hasn't a clue. Loveday probably thinks boarding house means rats and cockroaches. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, you can get 1920s. People lived quite comfortably in boarding houses, and we're not talking about like people with money would take a boarding house and say, okay, well, someone looks after me, gives me breakfast every day, and yes, I'll just be a boarder. So it's not slumming it, unless you're used to 5 stars or nothing.
Well, it sounds vile, but if you all think it'll help us go a little incognito, I suppose I could be persuaded.
We should perhaps try to go a little bit under the radar.
Besides, it would be an interesting experience for you, Loveday.
I've had enough interesting experiences to last me a lifetime. That's fine.
Just think about it as research.
Lie back and think of England. Very good.
Always the best possible advice you could have. So you get yourselves a nice little couple of rooms in a boarding house near the train station in Derby town centre. Derby is a quite bustling town. It's busy. It's it's a heart of industry up in that part of England at the time. So lots going on. you arrive in the afternoon, late afternoon, early evening. You hear the hoot of the factories letting the workers out. Streets are busy. People flooding back to their homes, to their families, loved ones, to their boarding houses, or to their tenements if they are living on a subsistence income. So you get yourself settled into your boarding house. It's quite nice. The proprietress is totally bland and vanilla and uninteresting, and will not be featuring and making an appearance. Certainly not allowing herself to be drawn into any fights with Mick.
We've cracked the code at last. This is how we find
Still
NPCs.
introduce them.
They just have to not exist.
Okay, so do you guys want to maybe, as you kind of get settled, maybe have a little bit of a conversation about your plans for Henson Manufacturing? Maybe discuss among yourselves what kind of what you know, what you found out, if anybody remembers about the company.
Did we find anything out?
Nobody
just
popped
need to
round to company's house and had a check-in or anything? No?
Oh, I did, yes. Do tell us what I found, Guy.
Oh, very good. Oh, you did you? Give us a quick
I did, of
library
course.
roll there, Mick. No, okay. So you could have stopped into company's house before leaving. There wasn't a huge amount of wild activity on in the rest of the day while you were pootling off to Limehouse. So I will give you the cliff notes on what you found out about Henson Manufacturing. The company is wholly owned by one Edward Gavigan. It is on the outskirts of Derry in England. It was purchased in 1921 from its former owner. However, the former owner, Arthur Henson, did not reveal, it is not documented, how much the sale was made for. Boom, boom, boom. Anything else? It is listed as its main activities are manufacturing and wholesale, and that's it. No details of what they manufacture or any other information like that.
Okay. Right. Shall we have a chat?
Sorry, manufacture and fabrication of machine parts is what you found out.
Okay. Right. Folks, I
Was
vote
this
we
with the
don't
safe?
just
Sorry.
walk in. This is with the safe.
This
one,
is
yeah.
the safe one.
Yeah.
I vote that we don't just all walk in and say, "Where's the safe?"
No.
Because that would be our
No.
normal style.
Good plan. Mick,
And
good plan.
that's that. It's not a good effective strategy at this point.
Why does Gavigan need a machine part manufacturer?
Probably just a cover up, right?
Well, like you could,
Yeah,
you
I
could buy
mean, it
anything,
depends
you know?
on what they're manufacturing.
Yeah, there's got to be a reason this specific company, because otherwise surely he'd buy one in London to make life easier for himself.
Unless he
Warehouse or
does own
something,
one in
if it's just have a
London,
safe. They're building a robo-demon.
So first thing is probably trying to find out what they make exactly.
And suss out if it's actually active, like do they have employees? Is it on the go? One of us could go down there looking for work.
I mean, you say it is owned by Gavigan, and I'm pretty sure he recognises all of us by this point.
He's not a
But
player.
he's not going to be there.
Be a big
The
coincidence if
people,
he
like,
was.
We don't know that.
That's fair. Yeah.
He might well be there.
We could try our best to disguise one of us and see how
That's
that
gone
goes.
really well so far. So yeah.
That's gone so well when we've done it before.
Objective is to...
It's got to work eventually, right?
Objective is to crack the safe.
We just keep
right?
trying.
So we're going to have to go in there at night, presumably. So we got to do a recce of some kind, as best we can during the day. But like, if we go in disguise, or if we're going down there for another reason, like, what is the actual object of the thing? To suss out the floor plan, or
We could see if we could buy a safe, or we could buy something from there, and then while we're there,
We need to know
build
like
everything out.
what the have a work out what it is that they're if they have things there that they're selling, because again this starts to sound more like us going down to the people whose name I forgot again, the warehouse, and saying
Wondering.
that Loveday is going to ship some things with them. They didn't really buy the story that much, so
I think looking for work is a good angle. I don't
Yeah.
think it would be
It wouldn't
believable
take
if
all
I were
five of
looking
us,
for work,
'cause then they
because
wouldn't
obviously I've
have
never
seen
done a day's
No.
work in my life.
no.
Yeah.
worst
But
case
I
scenario,
could go in asking about buying a safe if the work situation doesn't pan out.
But they don't sell
So
safes.
maybe I
They
hang back.
have a big safe there that we're trying to get into. But they
We'd
make
assume-
machine
Oh,
parts.
so-
Oh,
They make machines.
So,
We'd
like, if one of us goes down
assume
looking
find
for
out what
work,
they make.
finds out what they make, and then you go in there looking to buy what they make.
But buy what they
it's
make.
custom
that
built.
they-
It's custom built though, so they do make.
No,
safe.
It was
that's
custom
a
built by
receipt
Whitfield
from
and Company
Ernest
in
Whitfield
Birmingham.
and Co.
They make the safe.
This
This is
isn't
a
So a
receipt.
different
They-
company made the
they
safe.
brought
They
the safe.
bought a safe.
Yeah.
Of course.
I would say, if we assume that they are going to be a mildly misogynistic building, if the people they will hire in a machinery environment, Mick may be the best candidate for someone going in asking for a job.
As long as we don't mind me pissing everybody off, because that's what happens.
We love that. What do you
Yes.
He could try and be getting. He could try and get a sister or a cousin work as a secretary at the same time.
Yeah. I need to be minded, like, let's be honest.
I didn't want to say it, but yes, now that you've said it, it's
Give me some work.
correct.
Why not? For fuck's sake. Come on. Sure, I'm here. Yeah, I can see I was going to go.
Yeah. Does anyone want to volunteer? Florence, you do feel like a natural balance for Mick.
Sure. I mean, that combination has always gone so well historically.
Nobody's
that
died
works
yet.
really
And you'd make
well.
We ain't dead.
Nobody's died yet, and you're a very believable secretary because you're very smart.
Other than Loveday, please give me a credit rating check. Maybe Valentine would be appropriate for this, being as your investigative journalism. This kind of cover will be right up your alley, or Florence, particularly for yourself. Idea check for Florence, or credit rating for Valentine.
Credit rating. Okay. Nope. I don't know what credit rating does.
It generally just says how wealthy you are, how well off you are, but it's also how au fait you are with operating in certain different strata and understanding, the difference between a working class Parisian journalist and a British noblewoman. So Valentine quite appropriately gets an 80 and is not sure. Florence, do you want to try credit rating or an idea check, even as a PI?
Yeah. I think idea check is going to go better for me rather
Okay,
than credit
go for it.
rating, because my credit rating is not high.
I'll allow it. You are a private investigator.
Idea check is intelligence, right? Yep. Oh.
Good rolls have become. Now you've got the high rolls out of the way. Do you all want to do your luck checks? 'Cause it seems like you're going to need them.
Oh.
Florence, are you happy with that failure?
Yeah, because my luck is so low, I'm not spending it on anything unless I'm about to die.
Well, Bob is gaining some luck.
I
Florence is gaining some luck. There you go.
Yeah.
You got 41 luck. My goodness. You're luck rich.
No,
Okay.
no, because something
All
terrible is
good.
going to
Okay,
happen.
super.
And I
Cool.
want
Moving along.
to live when it does.
From the other end of the spectrum, then I'll give Ruby an idea check for exactly the same. In fact, for diametrically opposite reasons to the others.
Success.
Nice.
Mick's gonna fit in quite well as they're looking for labourers, but you, Ruby, unless Florence is a much better actress than you are aware, she's not going to be a perfect fit for. Hi, I'm looking for some secretarial work.
Okay.
That's reasonable.
Florence, I
Also,
think we
very
should sit this
easy.
one out. I think Mick is the safe bet here. I think we run with Mick trying to look for work, and
And if you had someone
Maybe-
working class, good English working class stock could pass for looking for secretarial work as well. I mean, you never know.
These are all posh birds, aren't they? No? Ruby, are you not working class?
very working class.
Ruby,
Yeah.
Ruby says nothing. Ruby is quite happy
Oh,
with her lifestyle
sneaky
and
backstory stuff,
having
okay.
poshed herself up a bit. She is
Yeah,
quite happy
I'm
not to
trying
go
to
looking for
fake it
secretarial
here.
work.
Okay, trying to fake it until I make it.
We don't know.
But I can try and do some secretarial work if needed.
Well, we go
Well,
ask. We're not,
do you
we're
know
not
how to
actually going to
type?
do
I
it.
don't.
Like, I have no intention of actually labouring. We're going to...
I mean, that's
But if you-
true.
If you're going to be allowed into the warehouse, you might actually have to do something. They're not just
Well,
going
it's
to let you
unlikely to
wander
be like,
around.
yes, start working right now, but let's give it a shot.
I think that's exactly how it works sometimes.
Okay, that'll be better. Let's do it.
Let's find out, yeah.
Okay.
It might also be
Um,
useful to ask the
Should we still
landlady
attempt
if
to...
she- Sorry, can you guys hear me?
Sorry. You carry on. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I started
decided
talking,
to talk
you
over
started,
at
you
the
go
same time.
first.
Yes, would it be worth asking the landlady? Because obviously a lot of people are employed by this warehouse. She might know what they make.
True.
Yeah. Maybe we can do that once Mick's left.
just for funsies. The funsies can.
I'm going to surprise you
Well,
all
if-
today.
If
Surprise you all.
if you two want to go investigate, we won't exactly, sit around. I'm sure that there's other avenues of investigation that we can pursue while you're attempting to.
You could cruise the neighbourhood and ask questions of maybe the landlady and a couple of locals. Maybe pop into a cafe and see if you can find an LC type or something like that, and pry some information out that way. Of course. Okay. So you have a plan for tomorrow. You have a little bite to eat. You get some rest. Nice. Quiet evening. Continuing on with your reading. It is the 16th of February, the night of the 16th of February. How are we getting on with our books? Valentine, you're not finished Equinox Divisé until tomorrow. Ruby, you're not finished Book of Xian until tomorrow. And that's it. Everyone else is... Lovely, you're skimming Liber Ivonus, you said.
I think I gave up on my biblical length tome.
I'll come back to you on that. That is slightly longer, if I remember rightly. That's 1 week, so it will take a little longer. Okay.
For the sake of my notes, can you say the date again? I'm keeping track.
It is the 16th,
16th of February.
Tonight.
Thank you.
In the morning, it will be the 17th.
Yeah.
Okay. You settle down. You keep reading what you're reading, or having some quiet time, some meditative time in prayer, Mick, or just reading Africa's Dark Sects, etc. Okay. And we will pick up in the morning. We will pick up early Mihal and Ruby have probably tootled out prior to breakfast, or had an early breakfast and departed, maybe before the rest of you have breakfast, to be prepared to arrive for workers' starting hours, 7:30 a.m. type of time, when the gates of most of the factories open. Do you do anything to, outfit your companions a little better? Maybe so. Mick probably what Mick usually wears would be fine for a guy looking for work. But Ruby, perhaps her usual costuming is not.
I'll wear something a little bit more fitting the occasion.
Okay. Right, no problem. And so you go on down. Well, I'm going to throw up on the map, because you got to get a look at the complex as you go down, as you go in. I'm going to throw up on the board a little map. Full screen it. So we see where Derby is in relation to London. We see the environs of Derby town centre, the train station, and Henson Manufacturing out to the west. Okay. The main Albany road that runs out of Derby toward Mickleover is where Henson Manufacturing is located. Mickleover. Or is it Mick?
Perfect place for you, Mick.
It's almost Mickleover, but not quite.
You're a priest, Michal.
Story of my life. There you go.
So you head out the Albany Road, and you come to the gates of Henson Manufacturing.
Could we have a look as we come to the gates? Can we look at whichever? There's an old barn on one side, old brickworks on one side. Can we kind of scout them as we go past?
Yeah, have a look as you go by. The old brickworks is exactly that. It is less active now than maybe it would have been in its heyday, but it is exactly that. It is a workshop and factory where they make brick for building. And the nice red bricks that go into all those gorgeous houses. That's where they're made. And
it's shut down, is it, or it's working?
No, it's still working, but maybe not quite as busy as it would have been in its heyday. And then Old Barn, you're not sure what the business is. Maybe it's storage, but it's just a company with a gate front. It's a single building, though. Both of these are single buildings, whereas the Henson Manufacturing is a little complex inside a wall. Looks like Henson Manufacturing looks like a regular smallish engineering plant. It is pretty much lost and subsumed by the industrial sprawl of Derby. You get there a little after 7. The gates are already open, and the workers are inside, and work is just getting underway. Do you go straight up to the gate? Do you go? So there's a large front gate with the name of the company over the top, where you see the cast iron gate that opens for trucks, deliveries, etc. But there is a smaller gate off to the side, which is for pedestrian footfall, and that gate is closed. But there is a guardsman, not say lurking nearby, but standing close by that gate.
What, in like a box or what?
No, and he's not in a uniform either, but he's wearing a kind of a longer, not like a workman's coat, but a kind of slightly better quality overcoat. He has a peak cap on, and he's just standing there. He's got a little clipboard in his hand, and but you can see definitely he's security. There's nothing you'd mistake about this guy that would say he's a clerk or a office worker or even a labourer. He's He's quite obviously security.
What do you think, Ruby? Seems
I mean-
talk so.
Yeah, we could go over that, but also, are we going to act as though we don't know each other? Like, what's the deal?
Seems unlikely we'd both show up at the same time.
Exactly. I think we
Brother,
just,
sister?
first time,
Husband, ex-wife.
unless we've just bumped into each other for an interview.
For what?
We've bumped into each other for an interview to work there or something. We're looking for work.
I think let's play that we know each other. Brother and
Okay.
sister in town looking for work. Is that weird? Why would a brother and sister be
I
in
mean,
town?
we've got different accents as well. That's not going to work.
Oh,
It'd
yeah.
have to be...
So I can do you. I can't.
You can, no.
Can you do an Irish accent?
I definitely can't, no.
Okay. What are we going to do?
We'll just say husband and wife that have
Best
just moved to
friends.
the area.
Right.
What's your issue, Mick? You just...
What?
You
Mick
I just don't know if
started
we're-
with
For me?
X,
What's
went
going
to
on?
I
best
just don't know if we're
friends,
believable as husband
totally
and wife.
avoiding
Best
boyfriend,
pals.
girlfriend, husband, and wife.
You know, husband and wife. I'm sure they'd be thinking she must have higher standards than this, you know. No, fuck
Are
it.
we going
Right.
besties? We'll go besties.
Have you got a wedding ring on?
No.
Then we're going besties.
Okay. Deal.
Right. Where do we meet?
Yeah.
In the war. Doesn't matter.
I
Let's
don't
go.
think they're going to ask us those deep questions. I think we're going to be good. But we
He's
could
gonna
we
ask
could
me. Look at the
basically...
look at
Just
his
making a
face.
note.
All right.
What's deep question? Don't they want me to ask?
Oh no, oh no.
Okay.
Up to
So,
the
the best friends who just moved to Derby together and are looking for some work.
Yeah.
Walk up the
Desperate.
little
Got
side
no
gate.
monies.
Gives you a quizzical look as you come up to the gate.
Hello?
Uh,
Think you can help us?
you get in.
Well, we're after work, to be fair. We're new to the area and we're looking if...
For youth. Okay, give me a minute. I'll give Mr. Marshall a call. Oh, someone fetch Frank, will you? A couple of minutes later, a man approaches the gate. His picture is on the board. He's a quite
Oh, Jesus.
weathered looking, somewhat grim faced gentleman. But there's a keen kind of shrewdness to his eye. He doesn't look like as he's not as thuggish as maybe he would appear immediately there. And as he walks up to the gate, he eyes the two of you straight away. Looking for work, is it?
Please.
What'd you do?
I mean, I'm good on the phones. Ain't that right,
I try to go
Mick?
with my hands. Good at repair. I'll do anything. Generally, give me a job. I won't stop till it's done, you know.
We don't usually take people on spec.
I mean, we won't let you down.
You know what? Look, union wouldn't like it.
Who wouldn't?
The union.
The union. Sure, we'd join up with the union as soon as we could, you know.
Right, well, if you go down to the union offices down in Derby, they'll get you signed up and put you on the list for here.
How long will that take?
It's like that, is it?
No, look, it's just we're desperate. I'm so sorry. We're desperate.
That's what I mean. It's like that. You right. Tell me again. You worked in a factory before, have you?
Oh, I did, yeah.
Engineering or manufacturing or
Mechanical repair of car parts.
car parts, eh?
Aye.
Were you tooling them or were you moulding them?
Tooling.
You comfortable with a lathe?
I'm going to say, yeah, I've used one. I mean, I might be a bit of a refresher. It's been a few years, you know.
for it? Lifting okay for you?
Depends on
Not
how
gonna
heavy
put you in
the
a
thing is.
workshop with that kind of let's say, rustiness. You lift and be okay with it.
I
If I
could
put you
lift,
lifting crates and packing lorry, you'll be okay.
Largely get packed, like I said.
That's kind of casual labour and unionised, so that should be okay then. What about you, miss? What kind of work are you looking for? You're not going to be lifting and packing lorry, are you?
I mean, I could, but I was looking more towards like the phone work, maybe secretarial stuff. If there's anything going.
No, I'm afraid we've nothing for you. All the office staff is provided by the boss man. He does the interviews and then picks them himself.
Who's the boss man?
Is the owner down in London.
London, you say? Okay.
That's a shame.
But look, you're keen to put a meal on the plate. And he looks and gives you a kind of a quizzical look. Your fella here will he'll bring home a few bob for an honest day's work if he comes in tomorrow. You come in tomorrow and I'll give you some shifting and carrying and packing work to do.
Grand stuff. Looking forward to it. Could I have a quick word?
He glances over at Ruby.
Oh yeah, just pull him aside for a second.
He's still inside the gate.
Yeah.
He's come up and he's talking to you through this pedestrian gate. He hasn't invited you in or anything like that yet.
Okay, so I can't pull him aside from Ruby.
He gives a
I mean, I can step away.
And he says, well, it's up to you. You want to,
Yeah, I can step away.
Keep chatting.
Just for a sec. Yeah.
He
I
said,
was just
"Look,
going to say
I
to
tell
you,
you what, come in. But I can't be having both of you in.
All right. High security, huh?
Well, no, company secrets and all that.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Lets
Look,
you
I mean,
in.
I was just going to say, do you know, she's a hard worker, and if I know you're looking for sturdy lads and all that for the packet and stuff, but if she was willing to do what she could, maybe half day's wages. We need the money, you know.
hands, mate, and look, I wouldn't put her clean in even.
No.
She's not done a hard day's work in her life.
Right.
Look,
Well, I can only ask. Do you know?
she's. I don't want to be like that now, but she's fine looking, and but I don't know. You might have picked a young lady as you're going to have to be working hard to support. You know.
Are you married yourself? Are you?
Nope.
Yeah, well, see, that's the thing. You didn't
Exactly
get,
that
you
reason.
don't pick them; they pick you. Do you know what I mean?
Ah.
That's the way it goes, unfortunately. Come here.
Good man.
There'll be no chances. There'll be no chance of starting now, would there?
No. Tomorrow.
All right.
Come
Okay.
back tomorrow, lad, and we'll get you in.
Fair play to you. Looking forward to that now. That's going to be great crack. And hard work.
Hard work is what it'll be. Less of the crack, I'd say, but yeah.
Grand. Right. Come on, Mary. We did it.
So he opens the gate and lets you back out again.
Thanks very much, Sergeant. We're delighted now with that. We'll see you tomorrow.
The guardsman looks at you. He's like, "You're trying to be clever, lad, are you?"
I do try my best on that front.
Ruby will just start pulling him away before he says something he shouldn't say.
And Frank's already
Stop it,
headed
stop
off
it
back to the main building. But as you were in, you got a look at that. So you didn't see the two smaller buildings at the back of that map, okay? But you saw the big main building. It looks like, you know, your traditional looking factory building, windows, row of windows, totally generic looking door. There is nothing remarkable or interesting at all about that kind of square. Well, it's probably where office and production line, that kind of work happens. But the other building over to the right is it seems like a huge shed, and there is a really big chimney at the front corner, and it's just beginning now to billow smoke out into the sky as the furnaces have kicked in. Okay.
Grand. I think we're
okay.
done, Ruby, are we?
Meanwhile,
Grand.
back at the boarding house, breakfast time. You ladies were gonna brace the landlady and ask her a couple of questions about Henson Manufacturing. There you go. She's laying out some, the last elements of your breakfast, and turns to walk away. And who calls her back?
I feel like it probably shouldn't be Love Day. It won't come out right. She's been nudging me. Someone call her back.
Does the journalist want to take it?
I'm trying to figure out how to ask her a question.
She continues out of the room.
God damn it.
As you two,
Oh, and so, excuse me, can I bother you?
You call out. Oh, hi, what's it?
Well, we were hoping we could just ask you a little cheeky question. Would you mind terribly?
Well, not really for a cheeky question, no.
Well, see, our friend was off to look for work,
Go ahead,
and we heard there's some big manufacturing companies about. If you know anything about them, we do worry about him. We want to make sure he's going to end up in a good situation.
Your young gentleman is looking for work in one of the factories.
He is,
Go down
yes.
to the union offices, get signed up, and they'll put him on a list.
Oh, is that how it works?
Hi, there's a work list.
Oh.
There's some of the factories that take people on casual labour, but it's not reliable, and you can get into a bit of trouble once the lads hear about it.
Oh dear. What sort
That doesn't
of
sound good.
what sort of factories are in the area? What do they produce?
Well, all sorts. Derby's big city, miss. They make everything here.
Well, we drove past one on our way in that looked probably where he'll head first. It's not far, I don't think. It was Hen something. Do you remember what it was called?
Henson, I think.
Henson.
Oh,
Henson Manufacturing.
Give me a group luck check. I was
He's
going to roll
got the
dice for her
lowest.
to see if she's up on her local businesses, but I'll get you guys to roll the dice instead.
No.
No, so group luck check is the lowest person rolls, which I think is Florence, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Whose role was
Florence.
that then?
Florence. So you
Florence.
you fail. No, I don't think I know Henson's.
Oh,
I suppose there are so many it is hard to keep up with them all.
Aye,
So,
busy city.
so
Lots
the
of work.
union office is where you should go.
Aye,
You were
yeah.
saying.
How long does it take to get work once you're on their list?
would you know?
Depends. If he's picky, it could take months. If he's open to
Gosh.
anything, well, they'll find him something within a week or two, maybe.
He's open to
Oh,
anything.
that's helpful. I think he's quite flexible.
Well, anything. We wouldn't want him to get into somewhere awful, would we? Ladies, are there any factories that people particularly try to avoid?
That's
So we
what
know
union
to
is
make sure he
supposed to be
doesn't end up
for,
there.
isn't it?
Protecting people,
Supposed to be.
I'm sure.
But thank you very much.
She looks a little
Thank you.
uncomfortable. The French journalist, clearly very educated, the socialite and the very well-spoken upper-class lady quizzing her about the unions. She's just like shifting from foot to foot.
I am curious. I've never actually come across a union member before. What are they like? Do you know any?
Do I know any union members?
Yes. Is everyone here a union member?
We try to have as many people unionised as possible. Some of the companies is still holding out and hiring people ain't from the union, but she's giving you a very strange look now, Loveday. Do you want to give me a charm roll or a persuade?
I was about to say I might throw in some charm.
Sorry, ladies.
Yeah, I think Florence's instinct in this instant is that we're not doing a very good job at making this woman like us. So just to keep suspicion off, Florence is going to attempt to be charming. I have very good charm. I have charm 66.
Yeah,
you go for it.
I'm not going to roll my charm.
Oh my god!
Oh no! Well, do you know what? I'll have a go. Why not?
Yeah, let's all do it.
Well, let's just deal with Florence's attempt first, and see if you guys pull the everything out of the fire after. Okay, so we'll deal with these successively and see how the progression goes. So Florence, what's this look like as you try and reassure this lady that you're not the strangest set of union busters that have ever come to Derby?
So I think Florence is going to put on a very lovely smile and say, we're just curious about these things. We want to make sure our friend is well looked after, and we're not really very educated about the unions here coming from London. But yes, it's all interesting stuff. Thank you.
That's unions in the big smoke.
Plenty, of course. I misspeak.
And Loveday steps in to try and smooth things over with her fantastically charming demeanour and tries not to intimidate the lady. Go ahead. Tell us how this looks.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I should have rolled intimidate instead and just frightened her out of the room. Well, truth be told, I've lived in London for most of my life, and I don't think I've ever met a union member. I'm sorry, I'm just curious. I don't mean to treat you like a zoo animal or anything like that.
I'm shocked. Oh, a lady like you never met a union man in Blighty.
No. Well, not knowingly,
and, Valentine,
it's hard to tell. You don't all wear badges.
This is going horrifically wrong. And so you press in. By the way, if any of you wanted to put any luck toward this at any stage, you could have, but I'm not pressurising anyone.
It could be interesting to see how much of a train wreck it is.
You cut in across, and what would Valentine say now? Coming from a completely different system now in France, this whole union conversation there, the way they're talking about it, it's like, hey, what do you mean someone needs to look after the workers?
We have lots of unionising going on in France at the moment, although it's been a bit of political unrest after the war. But the French are very forward-thinking in terms of unions. I myself am a member.
Well, I'm sure you are, Miss.
Are you?
I'm sure you are. I'll just get back to the kitchen. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Turns and walks out, shaking her head like, oh, they meet all kinds.
That went real well, guys.
Maybe we should go for a walk.
Yes, maybe let's not mention the unions.
Fair episode.
Terrifying, it's like the mafia. Oh my goodness.
Don't say that.
Don't say that.
Ushering them out the door.
We're just ushering them out. We're going out for the day. We're leaving the accommodation.
Okay, so we'll say as you three go to maybe find a coffee shop or some locals you can accost and terrify about their unions and the labor situation in Derby. Mick and Ruby, you catch up as you stroll back toward Henson Manufacturing. Sorry, it's back toward your boarding house. Does this seem like a dead of night escapade, or is this Mick is planning to go in tomorrow, go to work?
I'll defer to the gang, I suppose, whatever they want to do.
Well,
that sounds like a group call.
You and Ruby are heading back.
Gained anything? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sorry, Ruby was saying to seems like whatever the gang thinks.
Yeah, I mean, we can do that. I mean, well done on getting a job first off. I mean, congratulations on that.
I almost fucked it up at the end.
We pulled your way. It's all good. We've got this. But also,
Did you notice the
Did you notice the building at the back? It was bellowing smoke out the top of that chimney. I wonder what they're doing in there.
Oh, there's machine parts. They need furnaces for smelting.
Yeah, I think you scope it out though. I think you scope out, and the two small buildings as well. I definitely think that you should see what's going on there if you can, especially when they're showing you around.
The main objective would be to try to find a way to leave a door unlatched for Florence or something. Find a way for them to get in.
Or the office. We need the office, really, don't we? Because I'm assuming that's where
the office, especially if Gavigan is handpicking the people who work up there.
But won't you have to sign paperwork?
Something in the office. Maybe we could be doing an extra. Do you know? They might want us on the books, or me on the books.
Are you going to say your real name? What's the?
Doesn't seem too smart. I mean, I'm fairly sure Gavigan knows my real name.
Exactly. If he sees you though, and then
sure, he's not going to be up in Derby. I'd be surprised, but I guess.
Okay.
Then again, he might know that we found that receipt. So he might be snooping around.
Could be.
Okay, and our two wanderers gradually make their way back toward the boarding house. Valentine, Florence, and Loveday, you have ensconced yourselves in a little local. It seems it's almost, I would say, tea house, but it's almost like a cafe. People coming and going, long shared trestle tables. Loveday is probably struggling not to wipe everything she touches before she touches it. But it's a quaint, charming kind of little place. You're being waited on by a portly man. He's quite cheerful. Just dropping down your teas and coffees and whatever small things you decided to order after breakfast, but as an excuse to ask some questions. And that's it, ladies. Anything else, ladies? No? All right. And he turns and walks away back into the back.
We've all been too polite above the table waiting for each other to talk.
Because that went so poorly, and we just established how many businesses there are, and that I'm not sure if we just it's
like, do we keep asking people
I'm gonna
if anyone knows Henson
drink my coffee. Yeah, I'm going to drink my coffee really fast and hope he notices, so he'll come back and offer me another one.
Yeah.
But I just don't even know what to ask. Oh, because that did not go well. I
might just have to go at it from a journalist writing an article standpoint.
Sure.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Couple of minutes later, he pops back out again. I see your coffee's empty. You want another one?
Oh, yes, please. I'm gasping. Thank you. Now, I hope you don't mind us troubling you while you're here. My friend has a couple of questions she was hoping to ask you. Would you mind terribly?
He kind of glances back and forth with you.
Thank you for the introduction.
I could have a seat. Let me get you coffee.
Please,
I'll come sit down with you. I'll take a few minutes.
Let's get yourself one as well, please.
Oh, thank you.
On us.
He goes off and he comes back with a nice steaming cup of tea and a coffee for you, and puts the coffee down and sits down. Right, so you want to ask me a couple of questions? You looking to move to Derby or?
Well, I'm working on an article regarding businesses in the area to kind of boom
Sorry,
of
miss, you might be asking,
manufacturing.
are you foreign?
I am French.
Ah, oh, very good. Oh, I was over there in the war.
Oh, would you?
Quartermaster Scott.
You made it
Thank
home?
you for your
I
service.
was a cook, but yeah, we all did our bit. Yeah, I made it back.
course.
Lots of lads didn't. But.
That is true.
So sorry,
anyway.
you were asking. You're over here checking something. You said writing something.
We writing about the boom of manufacturing going on in Derby at the moment.
Oh,
you
yeah.
must get a lot of workers coming through
Oh,
here,
yeah.
do you?
Oh, chocolate block it is. Yeah.
Yeah. And what sort of skills are they bringing to the area?
Depends on the company. Lots of different companies doing lots of different things. Some is looking for people doing mouldings. There's a lot of new technology, a lot of new inventions happening. It's hard to keep track. I don't keep abreast of any of that. I just make sure they all has their pasties and their cup of tea and whatever they need when they come in. And again, we don't get a lot in here. I mean, we're a bit further into town. If you go out the west side, if you want to ask some questions about the businesses, but would you not think of maybe going and talking to some of the companies?
Oh,
rather
of
than
course you
talking
can.
to
I was just...
some cook.
Oh, no, I'm interested in your perspective in how it is affecting people working in the area.
Oh well, as a small business owner, it's the more business the better. The footfall is great. Again, it's mainly people on the way home. I'm not open that early in the morning to be serving people going in. But when they come
And,
home, a lot of them will stop in and get something to eat or drink.
And is anyone in your family or friends work in any of the factories?
Oh, my wife's brothers work in a couple of the factories. Yeah.
Oh, and which would those be, if you do not mind me asking?
He lists a couple of factories you've never heard of. Go on, give me a group luck check. Go on, go on. You will. You're angling for it. So I'll give you a luck check. So it's again whoever's the lowest luck is Florence. I think so. We'll go for it.
Oh,
Yay! We got one good roll. Extreme success.
Well, my wife's brother works in Henson Manufacturing, and he got his younger brother a job there too.
oh wow! And what do they produce? This Henson Manufacturing.
Oh, machine parts and that kind of stuff. I'm not sure. It's pretty complicated. If you go down to Henson and ask for Frank Marshall, you'll get him. He'll tell you. He'll give you. But again,
Marshall.
he's a kind of private type.
Oh well, of course I would not want to impose, but machine parts. That is so interesting, like automobile, that sort of thing.
Don't know.
Ooh. Frank Marshall. And your name was?
Me, Terry.
Terry. Oh, thank you so much, Terry. That is very helpful. I may ask your brother-in-law, was it?
Yeah.
Frank?
Well, you could say that, brother-in-law. Yeah. That's one way to say it. It's a bit. Don't know. Sounds very formal, very posh.
Oh, is there a different way you would prefer to say it?
Yeah, my wife's brother. Well, how would you? Yeah, well, you've said how you'd say it. Maybe it's a French thing.
Yeah. Oh, perhaps.
Or a city.
I apologize.
Maybe. You friends are from London, are they?
Oui.
Yes.
Maybe you're picking up a big city English off him.
Oh, perhaps I am. But
Right,
thank you very much for
I
your
better get back to
perspective.
work. It's been a lot already. I hope that was helpful.
Oh, it was very helpful. I appreciate your time.
You want anything
Mr.
else?
Turner.
You barely picked at your cakes. He's not hungry?
We had a rather large breakfast.
But the cakes were lovely, thank you.
He looks confused. All right. Gets up and tootles off. We didn't
eat enough cake to avoid suspicion. We didn't eat enough of our cakes to avoid suspicion.
As you're looking at each other and trying to decide if you're going to stuff some cake in or not, you see Mick and Ruby.
I would try to eat more cake.
Eatsy cake.
Eat
gâteau.
the cake. Eat enough cake to avoid suspicion, like of the things to do for a mission. Come on.
Mange le gâteau. Vite.
And they stroll off to the boarding house.
Okay, that was better than nothing. We got two names.
Mick and Ruby, a few minutes later, you get back to the boarding house. The others aren't here yet.
What a day. What a day.
So, I assume, ladies, at some point you wrap up. Do you go around and canvas a little bit more? I'll tell you now, maybe you spend a little bit of time chatting here and there. You're not going to find out much more. I mean, that was a pretty fortuitous little encounter with Frank's brother-in-law.
Yeah. The dice taketh and the dice giveth.
Let's put that in a t-shirt as well.
So we say you all regroup a little before lunch in the boarding house.
Well,
So-
how did you get on?
Yeah, how did you get on? Find anything out?
Well, the chat with the landlady was rather unproductive. I think we gave her a bit of a fright, and I don't think that... I don't think we'll be getting any information.
I think do not mention the unions to her. She thinks we are
No.
now all anti-union.
Okay.
Yes.
And so you didn't want me talking to her because... What was it?
Yes,
Look, we're all-
yes. Point taken.
we
Point
didn't
taken.
mortally offend her. We just confused her heavily.
Yeah.
Did you give her a sandwich?
And we did learn that we very much want to not cross the unions. They are hardcore around here, apparently, so we need to be careful.
Oh, good to know.
Noted.
On that front. I might have got the job
Right.
down in Henson
Excellent.
Manufacturing. Expected in tomorrow to start work that your man Frank Marshall said was non-union often, but I mean,
Frank Marshall.
hopefully that's true. That's the bite.
So we spoke to a man in the coffee shop, and he recommended speaking to Frank.
Well,
Well, I told him I was writing an article, so slightly different.
you could get down and interview him.
Tactic.
Yeah. If I get some basic
we could do
information
both.
tomorrow, you could get an interview and push him a bit on Gavigan or something. I don't know how you would get it, but I don't know. Something smart.
Try to learn about the business, perhaps.
Yes, I think if we could just
Get a
figure out
tour.
what their... Oh, that would be interesting.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
And I don't know, in theory, if I could scout the place out and if you get a tour, then between the two of us, we might figure out some way to get Florence in there at that safe.
Yes.
I mean, if we find out how long the security guy is out there for, we could get a better understanding of when to sneak in.
I'd say if the
if
place
you're
has
about.
security, it probably has security all night long, especially if Gavigan's handpicked staff and there's a big safe and there's something going on. Like, likely.
Oh,
let's assume.
absolutely.
I wonder if you
So
could
how
work
do
a
we-
night shift,
Do you think they do night shifts?
possibly. Worth an ask.
Possibly.
Depends on how much
Guess
they're
we'll find out
manufacturing.
We should slip down this evening now and see if the place is active.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yes.
May have to...
I think maybe one of us go rather than you, Mick and Ruby, so we don't risk you being seen and busted before tomorrow.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if Valentine is going tomorrow as a journalist, perhaps Loveday, yourself and I could pop down.
Yeah.
Just
Why not?
casually walking around
Casual stroll.
without alerting suspicion, just to see what security they have at night.
Yes. we ought to perhaps practice alternative accents if it's you and I.
What do you mean you'll fit right in?
Let's give it a whirl, see what comes out, shall we?
Your accents all sound very similar to me, so I do not really understand.
So
I'm sure it's fine. I'll just tell them all I'm Cockney. They've probably never been to London.
So we'll say the rest of the day goes uneventfully as you wait for evening. Anything you want to do around Derby in the meantime? Anything you want to see? Anyone you want to talk to? Or going sightseeing, enjoying the countryside? Or are we just, okay, look. By the way, did you get a room for the driver?
Did we bring the driver?
I would have done, yeah.
Because last week you said you were bringing the driver. I think there was even a brief mention of how many cars you'd trashed.
So I thought you said at the start that we were somewhere near the train station, so I assumed the driver had tossed us off at the train station.
No, you
So
drove
I thought
up.
it
You told
happened.
me you were driving up. You just you stopped in the centre of Derby. You just
If we're driving up, then we've put the driver up somewhere decent,
Yeah.
I assume.
Okay, good.
Sue's also
I assume, to be fair, I assume the driver probably knows to put himself up and I'll just pay for
Okay,
it.
well, if he knows that's how it goes, then he's probably got himself a room somewhere a little bit nicer.
I think we've learned maybe
He
boarding
wouldn't
house
even ask-
strategy doesn't
yeah.
work for us.
He wouldn't even ask where you're staying. He'd just go and book somewhere that he'd normally stay in. He'd just find a place to stay, and arrange to pick you up wherever you want to be picked up. He'll be with the car 24/7, pretty much waiting for you. So not quite 24/7. Obviously, the man has to sleep at some stage. Okay, so. Evening time, Florence and Loveday, you take a little stroll down Albany Road on the route out toward Mickleover. Again, you feel a little out of place, a little uncomfortable. It's not like wandering around Limehouse or anything like that, but definitely the last of people trickling home from the factories, and it's a very different sort of tone and atmosphere to what you'd be familiar with Loveday. Even out for a stroll, right? Florence occasionally probably takes your arm or something just to reassure you as the head's on a swivel, the suspicious people on every side. Do you guys have any conversation on the way, or just take a quiet stroll together?
Be a quiet stroll.
My instinct is to be quiet because if our voice is overheard,
Okay.
could alert suspicion. So we're being quiet, and we're walking, we're keeping an eye on each other,
Okay, super.
and we're just looking at what's around us in the area, but not being too slow to be really weird and suspicious, but getting enough of a view.
I'm just following. Yeah, I'm following everything Florence does. She's the expert here. I have no idea what I'm doing.
All the factories are pretty much closed up. They seem to have a reasonably consistent closing time. Again, as you left the boarding house, you heard or maybe you waited and left a little after you heard the hoot of the horns sounding the end of the day. And maybe you didn't get yourselves swept up in the floods of people going home at 5 p.m. on the dot. So when you pass Henson Manufacturing and have a little shufti, you see that it is dark, closed up, and I'll ask you to give spot hidden checks, please.
Oh, I was the wrong person to bring on this mission.
Oh, I'm usually great at this.
Oh, no.
This is my thing.
Yeah.
This has not been a good day.
So you ladies happy with those results?
With my luck,
Are
yeah.
you satisfied with your rolls? I don't mean are you happy with your failures?
Yeah, not
I
cursed.
unfortunately don't have the luck to spend to do anything about it.
Push a roll, but that's okay. I'll leave you to it. I'm not encouraging anybody to push rolls.
No, it's not worth it.
Okay, so you do see that there is torchlight. That's it. That's all you can make out. There is torchlight in the property in the evening time.
Can we, as we go past, can we see if the chimney is still going or if that has stopped with the workers leaving?
Little
And
trickles, wisps of smoke still coming out, but it's like the furnaces are cooling.
There's, I assume we would see if there were people going in, so there's no one, like, going in. It's
Right,
just, but we can see that there's torchlight.
Yeah, you don't see like ins and outs or anything like that as you walk by. No, but
Yeah.
in your kind of peering over as you look, you do detect that there is torchlight in the premises somewhere. That's all. You don't.
Okay.
You can't see.
Well, that's
any.
information.
You
That's-
can't see. Are they on a patrol? You can't see. Is it one guy sitting with a torch reading his book? You don't know. Okay.
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 Well, better than nothing.
So you head on back to the boarding house.
Boarding house?
Do you guys go out and get a bite to eat, or just like, okay, let's move on tomorrow? Let's come on, we mission sensitive, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, I mean, I guess we fill in the others on the information that we have, that there is something going on at night, so we can't quite do a Penhew Foundation where we just sneak in, because, well, there's at least something going on
Okay.
at night.
That evening, well after dark, as all is quiet in the streets of Derby, and you sit in your little boarding house, do Valentine and Ruby continue their reading? Okay.
Yeah, I'd say I'd finished
So.
the
Okay.
yeah, finish reading.
So, let's say probably the ladies are probably in 2 rooms and Mick's in a room on his own, as long as we don't mind being split up like that. So I'll let you guys decide how you're split. Is it Loveday, Ruby, Valentine, Florence as usual, or is there some other arrangement?
The usual.
Feels like the habit
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
Okay. So let's do Valentine first. Valentine, you finish your skim of Equinox Divisé by Ghislain Darmitz. It's the account of a French merchant, a colonial administrator, and explorer. It tells of his experiences travelling around the world, with particular chapters devoted to cataloguing and comparing regional customs and beliefs in Northern Africa, Asia and Europe. Darmitz relishes in describing what appear to be outlandish and possibly fictional practices concerning farming and hunting. However, these are interspersed with dramatic and chilling folk customs that have the ring of authenticity. A number of apparent medieval rituals stemming from the south of France are shown to have dark and murderous origins. There's numerous mentions of godlike entities and avatars. There is a reference to someone known as the Witchmaker, the Bloody Tongue, the Three-Eyed Shadow. Of particular relevance is a description of a mark cut into the skin of enemies of the Bloody Tongue. It is described as being almost flower-like, with brackets, shape in the centre, and little petals coming off the outside. I will throw up the image from Elias's
We've
forehead.
seen that before.
That it refers to. It describes almost exactly that image. Additionally, a passage details an excursion to find the Black Mountain where the Bloody Tongue dwells in Kirinyaga, Kikuyu for God's resting place, where Dara Mitz claims to have seen unholy rites. Using the author's description of the journey, a reader might be able to retrace Dara Mitz's steps and find the Black Mountain. Theoretically. Could you please roll 2d4, Valentine?
2d4.
Everyone's sitting, enjoying their nice, cozy evening, relaxing. You're very comfortable. This has been an interesting read for you. You're quite blasé about the whole thing. You lose 2 sand.
Oh God, Ruby's gonna go insane again.
You get +2 Cthulhu Mythos.
+2 Cthulhu. Okay.
Yeah. And I'm going to drop...
Whoops, sorry.
That's okay.
Rolled.
I'm going to drop a list into chat for you of the potential spells you could attempt to learn if you want to, now that you've done an initial read of the book. Okay. And depending which of these you choose, I'll tell you what you need to roll or what you might need to do, etc. Those are the spells that are listed that you could potentially have. So each time you do an initial read or a skim of the book, you pick up enough, because these spells refer to elements of the text. So, as described in this passage, do this. As described in this passage, do this. Right? Perform the chant in the last chapter, etc. Right? So each time you are trying to learn one of the spells, you have to at least do a skim of the book. Okay? So you could choose one of those to have tried to learn. While you think about that, you feel a little disturbed. I mean, you're not completely blasé about the whole thing. But while you think about that, Ruby, you finish reading the Book of Xian, right? It's alleged to be an account of the wise and venerable words of the most exalted high masters of Shambhala. It describes generational transformations of consciousness, beginning on a planet called Velaros, which is described as being Earth-like in dimension, but very arid and mountainous, and shrouded and wreathed continually in mists and fogs. But these generational transformations of consciousness begin on that planet and end on Earth. The enlightened beings of flame are said to have raised humanity when the lands of Hyperborea and Atlantis were young. The book relates secret histories of what was and what shall be, with a significant portion of the work prophesying the rise and fall of different civilizations, including ones based in the North and South Americas. There is mention a handful of times of the Black Pharaoh, referred to as variably he who shall stride the blue and white waters, and the bloody tongue, a force of beckoning chaos bestride the hot mountain, his tongue suckered in blood. Okay. Could you roll a d6 for me, please, Ruby? As this somewhat troubling text comes to a close and you finally piece together all the elements that you've been reading. You lose 3 sanity. No wild craziness and panics tonight. You finish you're not. It's not that you're blasé about it. It's not that you're undisturbed about it. This is definitely troubling reading. It is definitely quite chilling to think that if you are searching for this black pharaoh, this bloody tongue, then one would have to think that some of the things described in these books must be at least partially true if you're to accept the existence of such a bizarre deity. So it definitely does leave you a little bit shaken, but you find it it's not, it's not enough to fling you into the throes of panic.
What was the planet called? Sorry, again. Valaris. Did you say?
Valaris.
Velaros. Vellarros. Give me an education check, Ruby, with your 1920s education.
Ooh. That was a fail.
Okay, no, doesn't ring any bells.
Okay.
And the spells again. So for Saorla, Valentine's options are Ruination of Evil, Call Satan's Eye, Ritual to Tame Night Horror, and Old Woman's Blessing. If you want to know a tiny bit more about any of those, ask me, and I can give you a very vague kind of what the context is. Because I mean, you from skimming the book, you get an idea of what these are about.
So, yeah, could you tell me what Ruination of Evil and Ritual to Tame Night Horror do? Okay,
so Ruination of Evil. Give me 1 second. So, Ruination of Evil seemingly is supposed to cast out the occupation of one's mind and body by a possessing entity. And the word, the term alien entity is used.
So it's like an exorcism.
Yeah, you could say that. Something like that, for sure. And then the other one you wanted to know was
Ritual to Tame
Night Horror. So that is it's a description of a ritual to bind to your control a beast that could be summoned, a huge leather-winged horrifying beast.
So it's summoning it and controlling it.
I think it is only to bind it, to control it.
Oh, so it's if it's already floating around,
yeah,
you can control it. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll leave you to give it a think about that. In the meantime, Ruby, yours: call forth Child of the Wood, call forth Wind Spirit, call forth Unseen Walker, consult the wisdom of the void. Would Ruby... And again, you don't need to learn spells. Very much don't need to do that. But these are things that Ruby has read enough about that there's a chance she might be able to kind of memorize the steps, and if she would be inclined that way.
I mean, it definitely sounds like a summoning spell, doesn't it?
Most of them, yeah. Four different ones. Of the wood, of the wind, unseen are the three. And then the fourth one is consult wisdom of the void. That one is more contacting an entity or a deity outside of this world.
So what would Ruby's options be? To memorise them?
Yeah, any one of those four.
do actually use them.
So once memorized, you would be able to do the spell. Now, theoretically, some of them might require you to gather some ingredients or do some particular ritual, but yeah.
I mean, I'd want to memorize them all, surely. Or do I lose sanity for that?
You'd have to do that individually. So each initial read through, each skim through, lets you try and memorize one.
Okay, I'm gonna go for consult the wisdom of the void first.
Okay.
Please.
So as you read through and commit to memory the steps to consult the wisdom of the void, you realize that this is you have realized that this is a spell that seemingly would allow you to contact the bloody tongue.
Oh. Okay. Okay. I mean, it feels like Mick territory, this, I'll be honest. Do we want... do I want to pursue it?
For Valentine, which one were you going to try?
I think I will try the ritual to tame night horror.
Okay. Ritual to tame night horror. Could you give me a intelligence check, please?
Ugh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay. You do not learn it, and I will let you know later what that roll of 100 does and how that affects you, Valentine.
Yikes.
You may become somewhat confused and think that you know this spell. I think that's what's going to happen, is you're going to think you know how to control this great winged beast with a little long scaly tail, and it almost kind of sounds like a description of a dragon. Okay, and Ruby, for you, there is no intelligence check needed for this. You're not going to need to make any roll. It is a quite simple description and reflection of what needs to be done. Certain observations and obeisances and things you need to say, and certain meditative amount of time spent in meditation, etc. You can put down, make a note that you have the spell that you've asked to consult the wisdom of the void. Okay?
Okay.
So, with that said, the next morning, both of you awaken sure and confident in the knowledge that you've come to grips with and possibly mastered an aspect of this sorcery that's been plaguing your lives. Will you chance doing it? Will you chance taking that step? We'll have to wait and see. Michal, up at the crack of dawn and out to Henson Manufacturing, 7 a.m. start.
Jesus, really?
Yeah, you need to be there at the gate at 7 a.m.
Right.
That's what they told you. And that's you've seen. That's when all the floods of humanity going to and from the place. So it is now the morning of Wednesday, the 18th of February. Michal, you are at Henson Manufacturing. The pedestrian gate is opened and 15 of you traipse in. Guard standing there is ticking off names, and then you come up and he stops and he looks. He says, "We didn't get a name, did we?"
No, we didn't.
Well,
Thomas Mitchell.
very good, Thomas. The boss man said, get over to the back. There's a a loading door just round the back. You need to be moving boxes out and putting them into the truck. It's going to be there in a few minutes. It'll pull up beside the building. You just need to load boxes. That's it. It'll probably take you the guts of the day. There's another lad who will be coming and going. He's other things to do, but he'll give you a bit of a hand. We don't.
What's his name?
Oh, that's Tommy. Thomas and Tommy are going to be loading the truck.
There you go. Yeah, let's hope we don't get mixed up. Go on.
Don't worry. Tommy won't get mixed up. Okay. So you head round to the back. Have a little shufty. So again, as described, the factory building that you're going around the back of is fairly nondescript. You would guess there's definitely production line stuff going in there, but again, the windows of the bottom floor are like higher up. They're just like let light in windows. The top floor seems to be a good few windows that look like it's offices and stuff like that. So could be offices and paperwork and stuff like that up there. Around the back, you can see. Let me see. You can see two sheds. I changed the page. There is a small shed, and that is a water closet. Right, that's where everyone goes to the bathroom. And then the other one, slightly longer, you're told it's just a tool shed, just storage. At no point are you taken anywhere near the big shed and furnace. At no point are you allowed into the main building other than to go in and out the open back door and take boxes that have been put out just at the door, ready to be loaded into. It's like a kind of a roll up loading door. You just basically take the boxes, load them into the truck. When that truck is filled, which takes you about half the day, another truck pulls in, and again you start loading boxes in.
Is there any looking around the perimeter? Is there any sort of obvious way in or out other than the main gate?
No. Walls are intact all the way around. They're about 10 feet, 9 or 10 feet tall. You could probably climb over them.
9 or 10 feet tall. Okay.
Yeah.
Or the gangers could get over to
They're scalable, but not easily.
Okay, that seems like a way in. I will head for the tool shed for a moment.
Okay, so there is a coffee break. You get a little tea break about 11, and then lunch about 1:30, and then you're off to go at 5. The tea break is literally go make yourself a cup of tea. Go get a cup of tea. And what happens with a cup of tea is they bring it out. For those of you, for you and Tommy when he comes and loads, it's brought out to the back and put beside the truck. There you go, cup of tea.
Right. And the two sheds look roughly the same, do they?
The two little buildings out the back. Yeah. One of them is a wooden shed, and one is it's like a brick built toilet.
Okay. Well, at some point I would like to just kind of casually saunter over towards the toilet and then go into the tool shed.
Okay, so you have a little look at the brick shit house and then walk past it and go to the I've always wanted to say that. And then go to the wooden shed, yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Right, you walk up. It is simply bolted. There is no padlock or anything on the bolt.
All right, open the bolt, go in.
Okay. Give me a luck check. Or stealth if you're trying to be stealthy. But I think you're just relying on nobody's looking right now.
That's only 4 points of the difference. I think we'll go with the luck.
There you go.
How did we do? Success.
Nobody's looking. You pop the door open, have a look. Inside, you see various gardening tools, shovels, things for maintaining the property, bits and pieces like that. Nothing particularly interesting or useful, but
Any obvious hiding places?
where you could hide in there.
Yeah.
Not really. I mean, there's tools hanging on the walls. There's benches with like tools and things on them. There's no big packing crates or anything like that.
Grand. So nothing more to see here, do you think? Is it worth a look around?
You can give me a spot hidden if you really want to.
Just,
yeah.
if you really want
How long
to.
you spend? Because I take it you've done this
30
on
seconds.
your 20-minute lunch break, right?
30 seconds at the most. Yeah, this is a success.
You happy with that? So you have a look around. There's nothing to see here.
Sound. Okay, out we go.
Cool. Do we close the vault?
Yep.
Okay. Roll luck check.
Jesus.
You stand there fumbling with the door.
Hard success.
Nobody passed the glance your way. You're back over.
Back over.
Damage,
I'm
Emma.
going to spend... Oh, can I get chatting to Tommy? Can I get more information about this place?
So as you're standing there, Tommy kind of look at you as you didn't bring a sandwich.
I didn't bring a sandwich, man. I get nothing. I'm starving. I have no money. That's why I'm here working.
You've moved to Derby and you've brought no money. You don't even have money for
I
a
went to
sandwich.
Derby. Didn't bring a single sandwich to Derby with me, man.
Here, have half of mine.
Tommy, I
good
couldn't
lad.
do that. Is there nowhere else around here that you get a bite or that they look after you? No.
I don't want to see you fall over faint in the middle of the afternoon
That's
while
just silly.
I'm lifting boxes, eh? But
Well, I was going to say it's very kind of you, but I see now.
where would you go to get the sandwich? You got no money.
Well, you know,
None of
my
us have
missus
much
is
money to
around
be
and she-
wandering around buying sandwiches.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, this isn't the place to be buying a sandwich, is it? What do we even do here? What's in these
Well,
boxes?
what you do in the last place?
Well, I was working in making automobile parts
Oh yeah,
after the war, you know. Yeah,
you're in
tough going.
Derby.
No. Back in Ireland.
To make cars in Ireland.
Well, we were repairing parts, do you know. We got the economic war on, do you know, since the independence. They're not too keen to trade with England, so we have to make what we can. A lot of rooflets, things like that. They're not used to
Look,
make
come
the
on,
time
you're
to make
sounding
now.
like one of them union lads now. Stop.
No, I'm just telling you why I ended up making car parts. I was just
Yeah. You're looking to
Oh,
be shop
Morven
steward or
Cameron.
something, are you? Go on with you. And he kind of gives a little shrug and goes back to eating his sandwich. A couple of minutes later, he turns around and he's like, "So, what do you think of the football?"
The football, I love it.
Well, I mean, the weekend. What do you think of the game?
Oh, sorry, I didn't see it.
Oh, well, I suppose you only just moved here, right?
That's right, yeah. Who was playing?
Oh, us versus the ones up the road.
Right, and did you win?
No, we didn't.
Ah, well, fuck that football, so better luck next time.
Yeah, we'll win next time. And
For
the lukewarm conversation. He's once you stop with the intellectual Russian sounding stuff and union sounding talk, all that complicated business, he relaxes much more into the chat again.
Yeah. How long have you been working here?
Year or so. Frank's me brother.
Is he now? Right, yeah, that makes sense. I thought I saw a little resemblance there, all right. He seems like a...
No. That's not nice.
Sorry.
He looks like the back end of a bus hit him and ran over again for a second try. Huh?
Fair enough. I won't argue with you.
Anyway, back to work.
What is it we're lifting here? What is this? What is it we're lifting onto the truck at all?
It's just bog standard machinery. It's a load of nonsense. Boring.
All right, springs and cogs
Heavy.
and bits and pieces.
That's
Yeah.
all it is. Heavy.
Yeah.
And he gets back to lifting.
Right. Well, I'll get back to lifting.
I'm being shown how to use some of the moulding and stuff in the big in the furnace.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're getting a promotion.
No, just learn. I will. This isn't a real job, you know. This is like just lifting. Sorry,
Jeez, it's a real
I'm
job for
not
you,
saying
man.
you don't have a real job, but yeah, no.
It's all right. Everybody has to start somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. So I started doing this, and now I'm learning a trade. And Frank has me.
How would you give me any advice now if I was to wanted to start learning the trade? How would I do?
Well, talk to Frank. He'll look after you.
And what is it you're moulding in there?
More machinery, more parts, different complicated parts.
Right. So you make the moulds, they fire out the furnaces, they pour the moulded metal into your moulds, and out come the bits and pieces. That's it.
Yeah, something like that. But
Right.
there's different bits. Some of it's odd, like there's glass pieces in some of it and everything. It's
Right.
odd.
Glass, really? That's wild.
But that's the delicate stuff they fit in here. The moulded bits we bring, they fit the glass into it. But anyway, it's there's a lot to it, is all I'm saying. There'll be
And
something
what are you
for
doing
you
here
to
left
learn.
stuff with me, Tommy?
But you
should be
probably
there
should
learning that
get a
stuff now,
union
shouldn't you?
signed up because the lads... Look, me and Frank don't really care, but the lads is very big into union. You might find yourself taken out back at some point, and they might have a chat.
Give them membership.
I got myself signed up pretty quick once I found out that they were going to be giving me a kicking if I didn't.
Right. Well, how would I get signed up?
Go down the union offices in town.
Right. And how would I put the word out to any would-be assailants that I'm going to get signed up?
Look, they'll give you time, don't worry. It's all good.
All right. Well, then we're grand.
Meanwhile, ladies, anything you want to do during the day as Mick does a full day's work that we're not going to play through?
Can I, above the table, if I were to just say I'm going to spend the day reading, would that get me through my book any faster? Or does it just, do I just continue to add up time towards the week?
If you were to put the entire extra day toward reading, I would bring forth the date by one day, so it would be the 20th instead of the 21st.
If anyone's got anything they burningly need me for, I'll do that instead. But otherwise, I might just try and get through the book.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm not sure I have any bright ideas that would be particularly productive.
Okay. And Florence, do you maybe find somewhere you can make a phone call and just make plans for
heading.
Okay. Yeah. We'll come back to that in a moment then. And Valentine, anything particular you're doing? You cruising around town asking some more questions, or are you going over your new learning and trying to work out what you need to do with your what you might need to gather together to be able to carry out this fascinating new spell you've learned?
Above the table, if I fumbled on it, do I get an opportunity to learn it again, or is it just the next time I try and use it?
Why would you try and learn it again?
Okay, that answers that question then. All right. I'm assuming at some point I'll realise I don't know it. Or is that not the case?
You may realise that someday if you encounter one and try and bind it.
Excellent. Oh no. Valentine will die.
Valentine, as you're kind of going back over through your head, trying to work out what you need to do, you kind of do pause for a moment and go, finding a sentient being to let it eat might be difficult.
What?
The binding of this creature requires allowing it to eat a sentient being. You don't have to sacrifice the sentient being. You just have to provide it for the beast to eat. Do
I have to provide it, or does it just, if it eats someone nearby, that counts?
No. Well, if it's someone you brought along,
An offering.
An offering.
You know,
So
allow it to eat
Galligan.
it as an offering.
Yes.
But yeah, so it does give you a moment to pause as you go out. It's like you were kind of caught up last night in the excitement of learning the spell, and now you go. So I need to get their blood on the dagger, and then I need to allow it to eat them. How am I going to find a person to let it eat? So we'll say that's the outcome of that fumble, is that you were carried away and swept up into the whole thing, and now you are very much questioning whether did you understand it, or are you just never ever going to even consider doing this?
Well, I like the Valentine is taking a pause there and not going, yeah, naturally I'll sacrifice someone to eat. And I feel like she's grown.
On my
That's character
long list of
development,
my
I'd say.
tally of who's been annoying, there's an awful lot of marks beside Mick's name, and
She's like, do I want him eaten though? I don't know.
okay.
Today.
Okay, Florence, back to you. So you call home. Who do you ask for?
I'm going to ask to speak to Father.
Okay, you're put through. Yes, Florence, how are you?
I'm well, Father. I called to say that work has brought me to the area. I'm in Derby. And I thought...
Jolly good show. What are you doing in Derby, for crying out loud?
Oh, I've been asked to investigate an individual who has a business here, so he's suspected of some illegal activity, and if I find any, then I will rightfully pass it on to the authorities.
Wonderful.
But for now, there's not... since I was in the area, and I received the telegram from Mother, perhaps I thought I might...
Your mother sent a telegram?
Yes, I received one in London.
Very
She
well.
said that I might be visiting soon. It might be, perhaps...
Do you want to come and visit then?
nice to- if you would have me.
Well, I suppose we can put you up for the night, yeah? Just let us know what day you're coming. Do you know when you're heading back?
At the minute we're still investigating, but I can give you plenty of warning.
No, that's fine. Day before is enough. Just don't turn up unannounced and expect a room.
Of course not. Of course not.
We'll have to have one prepared.
Yes, naturally, I will give you plenty of time to prepare.
Very good. And you coming, or
Very
is
good.
that Norris woman coming?
Just myself.
Very good. Right then, I suppose we'll see you.
I shall see you soon then. Thank you for your time, Father.
Good day.
Good day.
Awkward.
That was nice. No fighting.
Doesn't Florence have the best relationships with her family?
Holy.
Okay. Super. So what we'll say is, Mick, anything else you want to do or try and get a look at as the day winds to a close? You are absolutely... In fact, roll me a constitution check, please. You are absolutely shattered. This has been a serious day's work.
Success. Mick is
You're happy with that?
He wasn't working that hard. Am I happy with the success? Yes,
Okay,
I am.
good. Yeah, you are shattered. Not stumbling home shattered, but you're going to sleep tonight shattered. Or you are going to want to sleep tonight if you're not sleeping. So you return somewhat
No, hold on,
after
'cause
5.
you did ask me if there was anything else I wanted to do, didn't you?
I did, but you didn't say. Sorry, was there anything else you wanted to do?
I want to try to sneakily scout around and just get a look in any corners I can to see if I can spot a safe.
Outside?
Well, I mean, can I not find a reason to wander into the wrong building?
There's only one. Well, there's the shed where the furnace is, the big manufactory shed, and there's the building with the factory floor where the boxes are being put by the back door, which you've been explicitly told don't come in, just pick up the box at the door.
How heavy are the boxes?
They're pretty heavy.
Unopenable?
No, they are wooden, like nail shut crates. So you could pry a lid off one of them covertly with an amazingly good stealth check.
I could try that. Maybe in the truck when Tom is not helping me, I would like to try to pry the lid off one of them.
Okay, so give me a stealth check, please. As you find the right moment, you secret yourself away. You get
There's a
into
failure
a
which
corner
I'm
of the
going to
truck.
fix with luck. I'm going to luck fix that
Okay,
for 9 points.
and we will look at the spot hidden of the security dudes. You have noted that there are at least 2 guards on at all times, if not 3. Okay. You've also spotted there are about 3 engineers, a mold maker, Tommy, as the apprentice mold maker. Tommy, by the way, is also sent to make tea now and again. He does a bit of fetching and carrying, but he's mainly left loading with you at the moment. There's 2 furnace workers, okay, and they are generally in the workshop, okay. The other 7, not including you, sorry, the other 7 employees are in the main office, in the factory floor, and in the offices.
Mm-hmm. Which
Okay.
I would assume is where the safe is, but I don't know.
Okay. So going to roll a spot hidden. Okay. You got a success, did you?
I did.
Okay. You get in. You're in the back corner of the truck. Crouch or hunch over, and you're using some random slat or piece of wood or something to try and pry off the lid of one of these boxes. Okay.
Mhm.
You pry open a box. It is regular cogs and metalwork and regular machine parts.
Okay. Well, then that's that. I guess we're done here.
Okay.
Quick check that there's nothing else underneath.
No, you have a little look. It's literally a stack of 3 different separated by packing material.
Okay, that's it. That's grand.
Yeah.
We'll leave them alone.
Give me a spot in.
Oh, failure. Oh well.
Okay. And
Thanks for playing.
end of the day comes. Woot. And off you go. And you regroup with your companions back at the boarding house.
Well, I have very little to report, my friends. Hard feckin' work. Loads of staff. I reckon we could get over the back wall if we need to. If we need to, we're going to. There's probably going to be, we should estimate up to 3 guards on patrol. At night, I don't know, but during the day, there's 3. At night, some for sure. Best guess is that the safe is probably in the main building where the admin is, although they're hardly going to put a big safe upstairs because it'll go right through the floor. So presumably downstairs. There's also the furnace building, nothing going on there. Oh, I don't know that, but they make stuff there. I doubt they have a safe, but you never know. I had a look at the stuff they were shipping out. It looked fairly straightforward. Cogs, bells and whistles, nothing major going on. And the lads I was talking to did not seem like suspicious cult members. So, beyond that, I got nothing.
Do you know
Did
what
anyone
the
mention
machine
Gavigan?
parts are used for?
Nobody mentioned Gavigan. The machine parts, don't know, but the ones I looked at were very basic. Although your man said that some of the ones they made in the furnace were weird. That they had glass ones. He didn't really say why they were weird. He just seemed to think that they were weird.
And you're not able to go to that part of the warehouse?
No, I was kept doing the monkey work.
Interesting. Might be something to ask Frank
Are
about.
we breaking in?
What you said, Aubrey?
Does that mean we're breaking in tomorrow night? Or
Well, if I go and interview Mr. Frank Marshall tomorrow, I might be able to figure out a bit more about the weak spots and maybe what they make there.
Yeah, if he'll give you a tour, it'd be handy. Because I haven't seen anywhere other than the back of the place, you know.
Mick, give me a idea roll, please.
Just about success.
Okay. You got the sense between yesterday's going to look for work and today's time at the company. You did not see one other person besides an employee allowed in. You didn't see people allowed to come and go during the day. You didn't see people going out for a quick run an errand or anything. Nobody left the premises at lunchtime. It is Fort Knox as far as letting people in and out during the day goes. You would be quite surprised if Frank was giving interviews.
So then let me relay that information to my buddies. Didn't look like the kind of place you could walk in and out of. Don't know why, because we all go in the morning. They gave me a job, so I'm not sure why they then need to lock the place down so bad. But they did keep a very tight leash on me.
Okay.
They had a fella helping me, apprentice toolmaker, but like he had a better job. I don't know why he was helping me. Could have been to keep an eye on me. Frank's brother, in fact. So yeah, good choice to keep an eye on me. I'd say.
Yeah, that relationship's got to mean something, right?
Well, if Frank is the boss, then you must keep an eye on new workers.
I'm really sorry I asked him questions now.
Did you get a sketchy vibe from him, or did he seem quite...
No,
No.
he was grand. But I did wonder why Frank's brother was so low down the pecking order. Do you know, you'd think he'd help him up.
Did he speak
maybe
highly
he's
of
not
his
low down.
brother?
Not the man's facial features, no. But didn't have any comment to make about the rest of him.
Yeah.
Messing, just
What's
messing.
wrong
wouldn't-
with his face?
Oh, apparently he got hit by a bus and then the bus reversed over him again. It must have been a tragic incident at some point.
That's so unfortunate.
That's awful.
Yeah.
Lord. How did he survive that? That is awful.
Just ugly, I suppose. is
Rolled
what the man
over,
was saying.
rolled over its face. It's terrible.
Yeah.
The irony goes right over Valentine's head.
I'm not
horrified by
inclined
that
to
image.
help. I'll just go with it. I don't care.
Okay. So, are you guys planning to have an excursion tonight, or is Mick doing another day as a hard labour tomorrow?
Really much will earn
Could just
some money
not show
for
up.
the sporting house.
Has Mick got the energy to be going back
You
out,
did get
or do you need a
handed
good sleep?
a few bob, Mick, at the end of the day.
Oh, okay. Cash in hand. Huh?
Oh, cash in hand, let's go.
And daily.
And what?
Daily.
Sorry, and daily.
Yeah, you were paid at the end of the day, so it seems it's clear you're being kept in on a daily basis at the moment.
Oh yeah, well that's all you'd expect. You're just
Yeah.
wandering off the street.
Yeah,
I
it's
suppose.
day work. It's not.
I mean,
yeah.
is it useful for me to go back? Do you think? I'm only.
Are you asking above the table me,
cogs
or are
for
you asking the group?
cultists. No, I suppose I'm asking the gang. If I'm packing cogs for the cultists.
Because above the
it's
table
basically
is
what do you
GM.
think?
You're reasonably confident, unless you find some clever way to sneak in during the day while everybody's there watching you. you're hardly going to find out anymore.
Yeah, I didn't feel it.
Besides making buddies with the workers, you know.
Yeah. No, I'm not so sure I'm going back to work tomorrow. I tried.
You want to
overrated.
Break in time?
Yeah, you want to break in tonight?
I'm tired, but I'll go along with whatever you want. I have a feeling there'll be constitution checks up the Swanee for me. But you look like you've had a very nice, relaxing day. The only thing is you'll need to knock down a few guards, so you might want all the fists you can get. Have you got something to climb the wall with?
How tall is the wall?
About 12 foot.
That's tall.
I'll give you a peg up.
Thank you.
And then
You're welcome.
I'll give you a peg up in between the three of us.
Loveday
Sure.
and Valentine, you guys got a look at it. No, sorry, Loveday and Ruby, you guys got a look at it when you went for your stroll. Was it Loveday and Ruby you went for the stroll?
No, it wasn't me.
Florence.
Loveday and Florence.
Florence. Okay, got a look at it as you went for your stroll. 9 or 10 feet. Maybe stretching it a little bit with the extra couple of feet.
Okay. My bad.
Man's measurements for you, that.
I'm 6'2". Do you know?
So okay, so come on, tell me. Let's see. Are we gonna loiter or are we going back?
I think go back. We've got nothing to lose, right?
Yeah.
We do need to find a way to get out from behind the wall, though. Even if we do give
That is true.
a leg up, somebody will get stuck on the inside.
Could also be a good idea to bring some ways to deal with these guards, rather than just run around hiding from them.
So maybe we
know that
don't go
there's-
tonight.
There was light on the inside.
Yeah. Maybe we don't go tonight. We spend tomorrow getting things like ropes and maybe some black clothing and such, and then head back tomorrow night.
Yeah, we could do some prep
Sounds like a
work.
good plan.
Florence, is there anything you need for your safe cracking trick?
Jim?
You did your research, didn't you? You came away with a.
I did my research.
Yeah.
I came away with a plan
Yeah.
and that it would take me a while, but I think that with
We'll say
time...
you picked up some
I
equipment
could
in
do it.
London, so as not to be suspicious.
yeah,
And
cool.
So you
So I have my equipment.
you have a little pouch with various tools you'll need, which you think should get you into this super secure safe. Okay. So consensus is we're gonna wait another day. Mick's not gonna show up for work, and then we're gonna break in tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Unless there's any way that Mick would find out where the safe is.
Or if I
tomorrow,
could get in
but
there
it
and
seems
if I could
unlikely.
hide somewhere.
Oh,
That's
But
not
the
a bad
chickens
shout at
go
all.
That's not a bad
in.
idea.
Did they check names going out?
Yep.
Guy.
Ticked everyone's name off the list on the way out.
Did they look like they were being very fucking good at it?
He was paying attention and he was picking the names, so he was identifying each person visually.
He was identifying
always-
each
You could
person
potentially try and
visually.
leave.
Did they all leave in a big group?
Yeah.
Everyone files out, and same as on the way in, it's ticking off each name as they go out. And he's eyeballing each person as they walk out.
You could leave and then
You could just
go back in and see you've forgotten.
That's why you're feeling like this place is tighter than a duck's posterior.
Oh, do you know what? It could just
You
take
could
us
just
ages
maybe
of me
use-
trying to find a fucking hiding place, and I just won't be able to, you know.
Yeah, and they'd notice you weren't there. But you could try and maybe leave some boxes and such against the back wall, so we've got an escape route out
Yeah.
once we've got in.
Yeah.
To be honest, I was lucky to even get to the bathroom without being spotted.
There's a shed full of tools right there,
Yeah.
though, that you could use potentially to rig yourself up some kind of easy exit, as opposed to an easy climb in. The climb in is going to be the tricky bit.
And it
Getting
was
out is going to
unlocked.
be easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, lads, I'm not sure. Unless the only thing I think of is if I go to work and then I shout at somebody, "I'm getting out of here," and then I hide, and they'll be like, "Oh, he must have left." But when they see that I'm not ticked off on the list, they'll be like, "Oh no, he left ages ago." I don't know. Beyond that, I don't see any benefit. Plus, I'm tired. I haven't had a day's work in a long time.
That's true. The clergy do not work.
A lot of drinking is work for us now.
So go on, I'm going to move you along. Tell me, what's the plan?
Okay.
Plan tomorrow night, yeah?
Yep.
Tomorrow night.
I think tomorrow night. I don't think we're going tonight.
There are escape
Yeah.
tools and...
Okay. So you
Yeah.
sleep the night tonight. Mick fails to go to work tomorrow.
Chooses not to.
Right? Okay. And then following that, we're going to have the break-in tomorrow night. Okay. So we will fast forward to the night of the 19th. Okay.
Morven, we can't hear you if you're talking.
Oh, sorry. I was just saying, I'm looking at the time. Are we starting starting a break-in at 10?
No. We are,
Okay, bit.
we are making sure we're super clear on the setup for next week, right? So
Okay, good.
we head out, dark of night, to Albany Road. And the five of you go straight up the main road. Probably turn in by the old brickworks or the old barn, get round behind the building. And find your way around back behind Henson Manufacturing. Down by the back wall, down one of the little side alleys. Quiet as mice. Stealth checks for everyone, please. Or do you want to do one stealth
Can I
check
also interrupt?
with advice and
The
guidance?
best
from-
person.
Yeah, someone with...
Whoever's got
Yeah.
the highest stealth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to
Not
discuss
me.
the-
That's not
It
me.
will be the lowest stealth, and it will be a bonus dice for being assisted by people who know better.
Mine's 20.
It's probably less risky than everybody running, is it?
Yeah, everybody have a go. I would also like to say before we start, I think Loveday will have arranged with the driver for the car to be not very far away. So not close enough to be noticed by the factory, but close enough that we can leg
couple of
it and
junctions
get in the car
away,
if we need
parked around
to.
the corner. Okay.
Can we send
Yeah.
the stealthiest people first to knock out the guards? Is that allowable?
Oh.
Well, if the plan is to sneak in and knock
Good
out the guards, you could send stealthy people to make the assault. Yeah.
Does that
We
make
knocking
sense?
them out or
guys?
chloroforming them?
Do you
Please,
think so?
Valentine.
I don't think we have chloroform.
I mean, we have spent a day shopping.
spent a day
We
shopping.
could do.
If you pay the right people.
Yeah. I think let's keep it simple or we're going to be here all night.
You can have acquired chloroform. I will ask for a credit rating check from one of you to be able to convince someone that you're a doctor.
Loved it, yeah. Loved it, Scarlett's on.
Loved it.
His name's good credit.
I love to.
Hard
You
success.
happy
Hard
with that?
success.
Oh, yeah.
What a doctor.
Okay.
Yeah.
You went in, convinced a pharmacist that you're a doctor up from London, and you need some chloroform for whatever purpose, and you have managed to blag your way into some chloroform. Fair enough.
Smashing.
And then you, with your advanced medical knowledge, brief Mick on its careful and proper usage so he doesn't knock himself out, right?
Am I the only stealthy one? Who else is stealthy?
Yes, of course.
I am also stealthy.
I am not.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm only a 43, so I'm probably not a good
28.
one here.
Going.
Okay.
So, how about a plan? Give us 10 minutes and then follow.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So Mick and Florence.
Mute Morven.
Oh, sorry. Just saying that Loveday, you are stealthier than I am. I'm only 42, so I think you're one of the stealthy ones. I think
Oh,
Mick
okay.
may be the stealthiest. But
Sneaky priest.
Well, we reckon 3 guards, right? So 3 of us go? 1 guard each. Give it a shot.
Go, go, go.
Florence, you're hesitant.
We are walking into
Yeah.
a trap.
No, my
sure.
expression is we got a full day of planning. We got, okay, nothing to talk about. We're good. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, now let's start doing the planning. I'm like,
Then you asked for a
guys.
stealth roll, and we were like, oh.
Yeah, I roll a stealth roll because you're breaking us. Oh, now we should have a plan. Okay, so give me a stealth roll.
Yeah.
Whichever of you has the lower stealth, and you can have a bonus dice for the assistance of the cleverer, stealthier person. You work together, teamwork. Little nudge, nudge, wink, wink, and give me a stealth roll, and we'll see how we start off the next session. Are we on a good foot, or are we on the noisy foot?
Come on, baby. Come on.
So I think that's you,
That's you.
Morven, is it?
Okay.
Florence, with the lowest,
Come on.
lowest stealth of the three of us going over the wall.
No!
So this is going to be
bonus
really
dice
bad.
Before we...
With the
Bonus
bonus
dice,
dice,
bonus dice.
thank God.
Oh, phew.
46.
That would be
Good luck.
That's regular. Still
4 luck to
Yeah.
pass.
But it's not a fumble,
That's
is what
true.
I'm saying.
It's very close to a pass if you use some luck, you know?
Oh, so sorry, how much luck do I need?
You need 4.
Only 4.
Oh, I'm now giving up almost all of what I got at the beginning of the session, but sure, because we don't want to... Fine,
Okay.
I guess.
So
Ugh,
you
I hate
guys
this.
successfully sneak up to the wall and have a little look around. Nobody's looking. It's all clear. And who's going first over the wall?
Stealthy man. Who knows?
Stealthiest.
So Mick knows his way, so he should
We
probably lead.
close on the image of Mick laid out along the top of the wall. Kind of soldier style, Mick, right? Up, lay on, one leg flat on the wall on top, one leg over, sliding gently down, keeping a look around. And you ladies, you see him getting himself all settled, and next thing a hand is reached down to help up whoever gave him the leg up. And we realise at that point that without a ladder or something to stand on, one of you is going to be making a pretty remarkable jump to catch the hands of the other two. Because one of you can boost someone up, then the person on top of the wall puts a hand down and helps up the second person boosted up, a slightly less athletic person, and then the third person is left not really able to reach, like the stretching for the hands, being lifted from the ground. It's going to be tricky. Okay, so
I thought you took rope.
It'll require a bit of athleticism. Oh, do you have a rope that you can lower down to them?
How
I
did
thought we
Mick
went
get
shopping.
That was one of the supplies we
I thought
said
that was
we were
the whole
buying today.
supplies day.
But nobody
Yeah.
described to me the effort of
Rope and
scaling the
chloroform.
wall, so I'm assuming. I'm just guessing how you guys
Sorry.
are going
What
about
we
this.
need.
Okay, but we close with Mick on top of the wall, one hand down, keeping a vigilant eye out, and ready to help his companions up onto the wall. The rope might have been to tie each other up, or to tie up the guards. Who knows?
Tie each other up.
Whichever you find more
Interesting
appropriate.
plan. Interesting plan.
Okay, super stuff. Okay, so excited to see what happens next session. Excited to see how deep we get into Henson Manufacturing after our 3 days of prep. Fantastic. Thank you very much, everyone. Let's wrap it up there. Thank you very much to our viewers as well. Hope you've enjoyed this as much as I have. A much more measured and thought out approach this time round. I'm liking it, but still some question marks here and there. And what is going on with our side trip? That's the bit I'm really excited to see. Are the others going to get an invitation, or are they all going to be left out in the cold while Florence pops in home? We'll have to see next week.
You've got to convince me.
Thank you very much. Goodbye, everyone.